Good evening, everyone. My name is Justin Yee, and today we're going to be discussing public shaming. Public shaming basically means, or nowadays in our culture, is going to mean socially exposing someone on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Reddit, all these social media platforms, and just voice your opinion on whatever topic it is. Like, for example, Donald Trump is probably one of the most talked about people in this world today. Basically, people either agree with him or disagree with him, and that's what the public shaming comes into play. A lot of people usually expose Donald Trump's followers and supporters about what kind of people they are. Usually, it's very based on stereotypes and such like that. I believe that public shaming is key for, let's say, like criticism and stuff, but it should be kept as a moderate level. It should not be to the point where it's extremes, to the point where it's lying. It should be truth, harsh facts that sets up the standard for today's society. I believe other members of this class also believe that public shaming is key as long as it's kept to a moderate level. There should be a standard for public shaming, as everyone knows. Like, you can't be so extreme where you say, wow, this person did this, they should die. That's way too extreme, you know what I mean? Public shaming is very opinionated. In this class, I precisely remember the wrestler who gave up his win to another rival because his opponent got injured really badly in that match. Some people in the class, of course, there was two sides of that situation. There's people that supported his action, there's people that disagreed. I was on the disagreed side, and there was me and a few other athletes that were in that class, and I believe that most of the athletes believe that it was a wrong thing to give it the win, because if you know in sports, winning is key. Winning in sports is literally what you play the sport for, you know? But on the other side, people believed that what he did was the right thing, and I'm not going to judge him for that, but as you can see, there's two different opinions for each, or maybe even more than two, than for each situation. I believe I'm incredible as a speaker because I've witnessed public shaming in my society throughout my whole entire life. As soon as I was born, well, my baby mind probably saw what things I didn't like, and my mind developed on how to live my life today. Well, to today, technology runs everything. Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Reddit, social media runs everything. Our current president of the United States even public shames on Twitter. Everyone public shames on Twitter is very opinionated. It is okay to be very opinionated as long as it is kept to a limit. Some people, however, take it to an extreme, excuse me, where it brings up stereotypes from people's history and such like that. Some examples I would say is police violence really a thing? Like, some people I've seen online, people say, oh yeah, it is okay for police officers to physically abuse African Americans due to the skin color. That's pretty much extreme, and they bring back stereotypes from the past and racism and all and stuff like that. But there's always going to be opinions on different situations. So I would say public shaming is necessary in American society today, as long as it's kept to a moderate level. It should always be there to keep people in check, and so people just don't go out and do whatever they want, because that's just not how culture works today. Everything is based around opinions and standards that everyone is supposed to follow. So, for example, like, you want to be well liked everywhere you go, and especially in school. But if you act fake towards your new friends and such like that, I would want for my other friends to tell me, yo, watch out, like, you act kind of fake. Just try not to cut out on it. That's pretty much public shaming, I would say, because I'm getting embarrassed for the fact that I'm trying to make all these friends and I'm acting fake towards one another. But in reality, it's really keeping me in check of how I should act towards my friends and my peers to be genuinely well liked by the society that I'm surrounded with. So I would say, yes, public shaming is necessary in today's society, just to keep standards at what they are, not to drop to an all-time low, but not drop or raise standards all the way out of the UT roof, feel me? So basically, in the end, I do believe public shaming should be kept in our society, as long as kept to a moderate level on social media and such, and on the news especially. And that's it. So my name's Justin Yee, and that was today's Yee Talk, baby. I just named that up real quick. But basically, all in all, I would say that more broader audience, because a lot of people take public shaming to the extreme limits, I would say. So I feel like those people need to be kept in check, because sometimes the things they say online can really hurt other groups and other people. And no matter what, if it's posted on the internet, it's going to stay there forever, and then people can Google it up. During class, Professor Parker would also bring up situations about what people said and did, saying, like, one person saying, I'm going to Africa, I hope I don't get a disease that was spreading out throughout the time. Well, that caught on fire, of course, and she immediately regretted it, even though she intended on to be a joke, and people went to extreme for that. And I believe that she did not deserve that. I feel like she should have been just kept in check. Someone should have actually stepped up and said, whoa, people can take this a different way, you should watch what you say next time. So I believe public shaming is necessary in our society. Peace.